Howdy, everyone. You all know it's me. You all know this is me, Voltage, and I'm going to continue my story of Voltage's adventures. And I've actually finished story 2 so far. It actually ends off. It actually ends off 2 years after the event of the first story. 2 years later, somewhere in the region. Now we're flashing to Phalanx, who finally has a profile picture. Finally managed to restore my power. Time to break out of jail. He got imprisoned after being taken out by Chaos and everyone else of the team. And you're gonna see a few weird things happen in this story. You just psychic slamming the blades can't shift against each other, unleashing a hyper beam, knocking both his guards out. Him being locked in prison, he's got a lot of guards around him. Walks toward the main entrance only to encounter Salamence, Hydreigon, Aggron, Tyranitar, and Seismitoad. Get out of my way, he says. He unleashes a roar of time, sending all 5 slamming into a wall. Then he uses Leaf Storm on Seismitoad, knocking all 5 of them out. The roar of time knocked out Salamence, Hydreigon, Aggron, and plus Tyranitar. Yeah, him having the virus in him can make him use any move. Hence why I had him use roar time. Then he dashes to the prison door and runs away. Now flashes to a Skitty walking around a city looking for the guild. The guild should be here. And hopefully my friends are as well, if they remember me. Mayhem encounters a Shanks asking where the guild is. This is a new character that was not in the first story. Neither was Mayhem. Zappy the Shanks is a brand new character that I made for this story only. I can help you find the guild. I know the location, Zappy says. Mayhem, why are you helping me? We don't know each other. I've tried to join the guild many times already. I've always been rejected because I'm not strong enough. Mayhem, I know some people in the guild. They'll give you a chance seeing that I know them. And they will accept me. And I'm level 15. Like, in this story, I've made Mayhem a lot weaker than Chaos was before in the past. Because this Skitty is actually Chaos but possessed. Okay, so the guild is right here. He points to a massive building with a paw. Flashes his Sniver Voltage in a dungeon. He picked a bad dungeon and gets hit by a Mach Punch from Hitmonchan, sending him flying into a cave while passing out. Sniv does. Voltage. Oh no, I can't handle 3-on-1. He takes while fighting a Hitmontop and Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee leaps in the air using a Hydreigon kick, slamming Voltage into the face first into the ground. Hitmontop lands a spinning roundhouse kick into Voltage's head, sending him flying toward Hitmonchan. Then Hitmonchan uses Drain Punch, slamming Voltage into the ground. Voltage slowly closes his eyes. The last thing he sees is his 3 hits heading for him as he slams into a cave wall, blacking out. Flashes to Vortex and Eve at the guild. Eve, shouldn't Voltage and Sniv be back by now? Eve, we can't worry about them. The Skitty and Shinx enter the room. Well, hello, aren't you two both cute? Zappy looks at Eve sadly. Mayhem says, wait, is that you, Eve? This Eve and plus Vortex do not know that this Skitty is Chaos. Eve says, how do you know my name? Hey, Espeon runs the room. Team Typhoon, we have problems. We have a problem. News is out. Your teammates have fainted in a dungeon. Skitty, Shinx, we need to go, but you must go do your own thing. No, I'm helping with the rescue, Mayhem says. Zappy stays silent. Eve says, Vortex, we need to save them from the fighting quarry. I named that dungeon where because there's lots of fighting types there. Vortex, I'm aware of that, Skitty. You're a normal type. We can't allow you to come. Ha, I could beat you. I have Shockwave as well as a move, as well as Sing, Helping Hand, Heal Bell, Icy Wind, and Water Pulse. Wait, you have 7 moves? Zappy says. Yep, Zappy, you want to come too? I can't leave 3 gold once I get in. Vortex says, Eve, looks like we need to keep these 2 little ones safe. Eve, I know this won't be easy to manage, but we have to. Skitty, we will talk later about why you know us, Vortex says. Eve runs toward the dungeon with Zappy and Vortex and Mayhem close behind. Fighting quarry. I can handle myself, Mayhem says, charges into the dungeon with Zappy following after her. Wait, Vortex says. Mayhem stops on floor 3, gets ambushed by a Tyrogue. Tyrogue uses Focus Punch. Oh no you don't, Zappy uses Ice Fang. Mayhem uses Water Pulse, aiming it towards Tyrogue. Tyrogue gets slammed by the Water Pulse, then getting bit by an Ice Fang from Zappy, instantly freezing him. Mayhem uses Shockwave, and Zappy uses Thunderbolt. Tyrogue gets hit by electricity, but both electric moves fall into the ground unconscious. Vortex runs in, seeing the fainted Tyrogue. Wait, you knocked out a Tyrogue alone? Well, it's a Tyrogue. It wasn't hard, Mayhem says. Deputy says, why are you thinking we can't handle ourselves? You're both young and unskilled, Eve says. Sorry, but you're both not ready to join the guild, Vortex says. I've been in a guild before, Mayhem says. Nonsense, Vortex says. Zap, let's teach these two. We'll save the Pikachu and Snivy alone. Charges towards the 5th floor, running into 3 Pokemon with Zap. He mentioned, what are you two kids doing here? He mentioned, this is our dungeon. We were saved with Pikachu and Snivy, and get away or we will knock you out. He went up, you got guts. We knocked out the Pikachu and Snivy and captured them. You two aren't going anywhere. Spins towards Zap using a roundhouse kick. Zap uses Ice Fang, biting into Hitmontop's leg, then slamming him into the ground, then launches him in the air. Like flicking his head up and then launching him in the air like that. Mayhem uses Shockwave and Water Pulse aiming at Hitmontop, then using Sing on Hitmonchan. Hitmontop falls to the ground unconscious. Hitmontop's down. Hitmonchan just falls asleep. Immediately leaps in the air, using Hydro Kick towards Zap. Vortex leaps away using Breath Break. Oh no, you don't! Eve charges in, seeing a knocked out Hitmontop and Vortex, and Mayhem and Zap fighting the Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee does a spinning roundhouse kick, slamming his foot into Vortex's head, sending him flying and spinning into a cave wall. Vortex slams into the cave wall, passing out. Mayhem says no Vortex. Chaos phases out of May's body using Psychic, slamming Hitmonlee against the sleeping Hitmonchan, then grabs Hitmonchan using Hyper Beam on him, before phasing back into the Skitty. Eve looks shocked, looking at Mayhem. Chaos, is that really you? Hold it, you're Mew, Zappy says. Now isn't the time, we need to find Voltage. We need to find Sniv and Voltage. Zappy runs up to Vortex only to get ambushed by Hirayama. Hirayama uses Focus Blast on Zappy, sending him flying into Vortex. Gets back up only to get hit by a Seismic Toss. Then a Mach Punch, sending him into the air, then to get hit by a Drain Punch, sending him into the ground, knocked out. Mayhem, I've seen enough. Phases out of her body using Hyper Beam, then using Iron Tail on the Hirayama, then following up with the Giga Impact, slamming against the cave wall, knocking him out. Phase back to the body, runs up to with 2 revivers, healing Zap and Vortex. Vortex wakes up seeing Mayhem helping Zap up. Then Eve says, Vortex, that Skitty is Chaos. Mayhem fades out of her body. Well, hello again, guys. Chaos is not done in the stories. Then Chaos fades back into her body. Chaos, it's been 2 years. What happened to you? Why are you a Skitty? I can tell when we find Voltage and Sniv. Eve says, speaking of which, where are they? Hitmonchan slowly gets back up, morphing. Your friends, I've captured them. I'm going to put an end to their lives if you don't meet my demands. Eve says, how did you get out of jail? Yeah, the Hitmonchan was actually Phalanx. No questions, or Cinnamon Voltage die, Phalanx said. Here's how things go. You will meet me in the dank forest, where I took your stupid Skitty right there. I'll be waiting for you for a fight. If you win, I set them free. Mayhem fades out of her body, so you can see past my disguise. I'm going to end you here and now. You took my life. I've been stuck in this Skitty for 2 years, trying to hunt you down. Phalanx uses Psychic Clearance, slamming the Skitty against the cave, and then slams the body into the ground, leaving a crater with an unconscious Mayhem inside. Chaos says, no, my source, if the body dies, I'm stuck as a spirit. Proceeds to fight off many heal pulses toward the body. Then charges Phalanx using an Iron Tail, full power filled with rage. Phalanx goes flying back, wincing in pain, to see Chaos on top of him. Chaos stares with cold, dead eyes as she looks toward Phalanx. You are done, I'm ending you now. Then unleashes 30 Hyper Beams aiming toward Phalanx. Phalanx instantly uses an escape orb and saying, I will see you in the dank forest. Fades back into the knocked out body, Chaos does. We need to go now. Chaos/Mayhem is down. Vortex says this isn't good. Voltage and Sniv are in trouble. Zappy says, I can handle Mayhem. Picks up Mayhem, placing her knocked out and bruised body on his back. Let's head back to the guild to heal her up. Runs out of the dungeon towards the guild. He says, Vortex, this Shinx is good. We should find use for him. We could find use for him. We know Chaos is even good in her new body. She can fight good. Vortex follows after Zappy. He runs with Vortex. Vortex, let's give this Shinx a chance. Guild Infirmary. Zappy drops Mayhem on the bed, then falls over unconscious from the strain of carrying Mayhem this far. Oh no, Zap pushed himself too hard, Eve says, then picks him up and puts him on a bed to rest. Then Vortex follows after Eve. Aurelio and Chansey walk into the room, seeing an injured Skitty and knocked out Shinx. Chansey, what happened to the Skitty? Here's another new character that you guys have not seen in the story because I just created him. It was actually done via vote. I actually gave 5 different Pokemon for a chance. I either wanted Alolan Vulpix, Froakie, Riolu, Pichu, or Charmander, and the win vote was actually Riolu, who got 4 votes automatically to win the vote and make him want to be the character in the story. Riolu. Whoa, hey, even Vortex, it's been a while. Hey, Rio, what happened? Why are you here? Why'd you come here? Yes, Rio, nice to see you. I assume these two are friends of yours. He gestures to Zap and Mayhem. Yep, the Skitty got attacked in a dungeon, and the Shinx passed out, carrying her back. Chansey, well, I'm gonna heal this little thing. I got kicked from my team. Say, where's Voltage and Sniv? I heard they created their own team. Vortex says they got captured. We must save them. Flashes to Voltage. Slowly wakes up to see himself locked in a cage. Sniv, where are you? Phalanx says, he can't hear you. He's still out cold. You've done so much to help your friends. Now it's time to see if they're willing to die to save you. Voltage says, leave them out of this. Then uses Thunderbolt and screams in pain, seeing a collar on his neck, causing all electricity to zap himself. The collar is basically an anti-electricity collar that sends the lightning back into Voltage with 4 times power, making him feel a lot of pain in that one hit. Then Phalanx says, you really thought you could try to harm me? Uses the Dark Pulse, sending Voltage slamming back into the cage, but his eyes going orange. Yeah, Voltage still has his Master Berserk, so his eyes are a little orange right now. So I think I'll order my minions to kill Sniv. Voltage gets to his knees, only to be smashed by an Iron Tail across the face, leaving a gash. The last thing he sees is his blood hitting the ground as he falls over onto his face, knocked out. Flashes to me and Zap in the dream world. Yeah, Voltage just got knocked out again, and he's taken a lot of damage in these fights that he's done. He's taken a lot of beatings. The dream realm is basically like when say a character gets knocked out, they can be in the dream realm, which is where Mayhem and Zap are because they're both knocked out. So he gets up, seeing Zap. Hey, Zap. Happy says, where are we? Mayhem looks around and then says, I got an idea on how to stop Phalanx. We can use the dream realm to strike down the virus while saving Phalanx. Zappy says, good idea. Mayhem slowly starts waking up to see everyone around her. Zappy wakes up as well. And Mayhem says, yes, I got an idea how we can beat Phalanx and save Voltage and Sniv and rescue Phalanx from the virus. Vortex says, what's the idea? Mayhem says we can enter the dream realm and beat the virus here. Eve says that could actually work, but some of us still need to fight against Phalanx himself. Rio, I can help on the inside. Wait, really? Rio? He says, yes, I got kicked from my team, so I need to prove myself or find a new team, Rio says. Well, I got no team to join, so you're not alone. I've been rejected many times, Zappy says. Zappy, that isn't true. Vortex throws him a badge his way. Zappy says, Zap catches the badge and says, is this real? He says, we've talked when you were carrying Mayhem. You are on the team. Mayhem, you are staying as well as we will need your help. If you want, you can join. Let's continue. We were talking when you were carrying Mayhem. You are on the team. Mayhem, you want to stay as well? We will need your help. Rio, if you want, you can join. Rio, I would love that. Vortex says, here, catch. Tosses Rio to a badge. Flashes to Sniv getting tortured. I'm actually going to end it right here because I want you guys to be in suspense for what's going to happen next. Plus, besides, there's not too much of the story left here. Yeah, no, there's a lot more left. There's a lot more left in the story, Jesus. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and do. Bye.